First day in LA, and what better to see than the iconic Hollywood? We obviously walked along the Walk of Fame, and honestly, this whole experience just made me speechless. My cousin was laughing at me at how blown away I was getting, but in my defense, I'd wanted to go to LA for years now, and the fact that I was finally there, I was just overwhelmed with emotion. When walking by Madame Tussauds, we took the opportunity to take some photos with the wax figures at the front, which I thought were cool and kind of lifelike.
We're at the, what is it, Museum of Illusions. How did you like it?
Greatest thing I've ever done. I wish I had one of these back in the UK because it's great. We were in there for like, I don't know, my watch, like 2 hours, an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Lost track of time. It's great. Then we went to the Museum of Illusions, a museum with a collection of 3D artwork which allows for some insane photo shoots. It was filled with mind-blowing and hilarious photos, and it was such a great activity to start the trip off to. Then we went into the second part, the Upside Down. Kind of in the name, basically everything is upside down, and I like this part in particular because it really got the creative side of our minds working. And what helped with that is the guy who worked there, super helpful and friendly, as well as all the staff. He said he'll be our photographer, and he was telling us how you need to be able to tell a story with a photo, in particular the photos we were taking. So he was helping us of how to kind of create a story, where to stand, the things that we're doing, what does that mean? Like, try get whoever's looking at the photos to kind of question it. Anyway, not to get that deep into it, but it was just such a cool activity to do, and the time flew by. We would have stayed longer, but we ran out of time. We spent way too long than we thought like we would have, and we did. So we ran out of time and had to move on. But little side note, they have to bring one of these to the UK. Like, they just have to. This thing would be so popular, and it would make so much money. Because like, if no one else is gonna open it, then I'll take it on myself. Because this is honestly a sick idea. And if any of you ever go to Hollywood, please go to the Museum of Illusions. It is just a great experience, and I loved every second of it. After leaving the Museum of Illusions, of course, I had to check out Chick-fil-A, the American famous fast food chain. I just had to check it out. And while I was stood there waiting for my order, I turned around and saw this delivery robot. Oh my god, this little thing was so incredible. Like, honestly, LA is living in a new world, just a whole different world, and I like it. It was just so sick and incredible.
Yeah, they had it
To end the day, my cousin drove me around some of the Hollywood studios, including Paramount Pictures and Sunset Bronson Studios, otherwise known as like the Netflix studios. They host a lot of Netflix productions, and one of them that most of you would have grown up watching, Hannah Montana. Yep, I saw the studio where that was filmed, and all these studios were just huge. Like you're driving and driving and driving, and you're still like following the walls of these studios. They were just huge, but just so good. Hollywood was amazing.